Good morning, Brian Johnson, continuing on with our educational talk regarding the Forex trading. First of all, I'd like to talk about the movement of currencies and how they move as a basket. They move, the trend is generally all moving together in the same trend. And the first lot of I found years ago was the major 8 currencies, and on this particular one is the 8 currencies are here: the Australian JPY, the Australian US dollar, Europe JPY, Euro US dollar, Great British Pound US dollar, New Zealand JPY, and there are the 8 currencies that are there. And as you can see, their movements over time, and this is on a H4 scale, you can see they move to the 0, they go to the highest highs and to the lowest lows over specific times and regularly over a period of time. You can see the movement more in smaller scale, but you can see how they generally move as a group together in a trend over time, so that they go from profit to break even to loss to profit to loss and to profit. These are the movements of the 8 currencies. This was done years ago, and then years ago a trader 101 pioneered into the baskets of currencies, and it's on the Forex thread in the commercial forum, Simple Trading Method with 101. From there, one should read there the first 10 pages and get an idea of how he showed that at a certain period of time the 14 currencies moved in together and all went into profit. So that we developed a spreadsheet some months ago to show you the effects of the profit loss as 101 developed it in his spreadsheet. I did a video in Brian John's Advanced Traders, and to get a more understanding, there is a lot of videos in there from page 1 right through to give you an indication and an advanced method of trading the 14 currencies. Of course, one should first read Simple Trading Method with 101 and get an idea of the trading of how all the currencies move together in a profit loss profit method, and how the 0 line gives you an indication of when they're going to all go in profit. And usually when you look back on Brian's currencies, you can see on Brian's index of the major 8, you can see a 0 point. Also, by looking at our basket of currencies, you can see certain predictable times when price returns to a level which we call 0, and can move from a profit to a loss to a profit, as you saw the major currencies change. Some of these times are in the payment of the swap rollover interest, and by using Brian's Index 3, one can look back and see some of the volatile months, some of the periods. Some traders use it in a seasonal adjustment period and play the times, the hours, etc. for these currencies to move. In 101's method, he particularly used what we call the core baskets as the anchors, and they were the anchors: Australian dollar, New Zealand, Euro, CHF, and USD. What do we mean by anchors? They are the currencies that move over from a profit, from a loss into a profit. So if those five core currencies all move there, the trend, it moves from loss into profit. It means generally the whole 14 are going to move into a profit, so the trend is likely to change in a short time. We showed this in a very simple format, and we will look at it now. We showed it in a format in here, where the anchors, they're the core pair. When they go into a profit, go from there to a zero, and all move, the whole five of them move into profit. Generally it means the whole of 101's 14 currencies are going to move into a profit. We use that 0 point, and we'll go back to it. We use a typical 0 point to isolate and find out, using the profit and loss, to isolate when the trend is going to change. We use a particular indicator called an offline indicator, and the offline indicator of the basket is the current basket trend. If you notice back here that most of them were in green here, weren't they? So the bigger majority of the trend of the basket of 14 currencies were moving up. We also look at the zeros in groups of currencies, and we'll call that the hedge currencies. For this one, the three currencies, which is the common one I use to describe the 0 point of the changeover of the hedge. So the three currencies of zero are the Euro US dollar, the Euro Great British Pound, and the Great British Pound US. Generally when that goes zero here, and that means in the last profit. So how do you understand zero? Is simply, I showed it to you before, the zero was the point where they all go from profit to equal, no profit, no loss, to loss, to zero, etc. So the zero, in a rough manner, is used in here to show you the 0 point where it is neither profitable or non-profitable. You don't know which way the trend is going to be exactly. You can only look at the trend and say, if this goes into example +3, then the trend is likely to be 3. The trend of those three is likely to go long, and we show that in offline charts where the current trend is long, but we're waiting for a confirmation. It didn't happen here, but that is the principle of the change of the trend, where the major change of a trend occurs and where you jump on to the trend. It is a brief lesson on trading. It's trying to show you in a simplistic manner the complexity of changing trends. And once again, I think the easiest way to go back is think of the major eights. You can see they all tend to move up, hit zero on this chart here, go into profit, come back down, and finally go into a profit. It is an indication only, and it gives you an idea when a trend change is going to change. That is why we developed a spreadsheet to try and do what ifs and see when the trend changes are going to go into zero, which was finally put down into an MT4 platform we're currently working on now, and this hedge to show you when the trend change comes in. Usually when the trend change comes in, one can bank on putting and you can see here the three are in profit. It's in conjunction with that there. See that? We'll just go back and show you. The three here are all trending in the same direction. They haven't gone zero and a plus. If it goes back to minus and then goes minus 2 or 3 again, it's likely that the trend change is going to go short. If it goes into a plus, it means the trend change is likely to go higher again. There is no right or wrong way to trade. This is just a brief understanding of hedges, currencies, but for a deeper understanding, to read 101's the first 10 pages, you will learn about changing trends, anchors, currencies, and how they relate to each other. I hope this helps you understand the basics of trading systems, trading systems, how to look at the movement of currencies, the correlations between currencies in a different light. Bye for now from Brian. Remember that you can go to John's Advanced Methods and watch plenty of videos on this, and we'll have to go down the thing, but it's down in the area of trading systems, and there we are there. And within that, there are lots and lots of videos to help you understand business management of the Forex, trading like a business. Videos on lots of subjects that we have conveyed here for advanced Forex, spreadsheets, etc., etc. trading. Bye for now from John. God bless you.